Hello everyone, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc. and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc. and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc. and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels, so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program, and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, and things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day. How goes the family? How goes it? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys having a great and exceptional evening. Not going to be on too long. Better late than never, as they say. But I'm going to be talking about a part of the country that I don't think is talked about enough. And usually, if it is, it's probably in a negative context because the media does a beautiful thing of scaring the crap out of people. I don't even think you can call it news anymore. I think you just call it um scare media. It's like, the today's forecast, the world's on fire. Anything and everything to keep people watching is the draw. It's like, I mean, you got the same thing on social media. It's like the thing that gets the most likes is when people are arguing online, especially when African Americans are engaged in it. Ratchetry, oh my God, kind of stuff. That's the stuff that people, it's the drama sells. Just like they say, sex sells, drama sells, stupidity sells. People know what's going to. People have. There's think tanks out there that knows what grabs people's attention, especially in the digital age. Even more so, it's easier to figure out what the heck is going on. What gets people going, doing case studies and all that good stuff. So I get it at the end of the day. But anyways, we're going to be talking about something positive today because that's what I like to do here at Larry's Anything Goes. Is talk about some positive things. Nothing like some cold water late at night. But anyways, so Fayetteville, North Carolina. All right, it's a town that I've driven through. It is a military town. It's actually, you have Fort Bragg and Pope Air Force Base. I believe they're a joint base now. So military town. I've known a lot of great people that have come from this specific town. Um, and it's not that far from Raleigh, North Carolina. I know the Raleigh Durham area. That's an area that's been blowing up, and Charlotte, North Carolina, has been blowing up. When you think of North Carolina, you think of, for the most part, you think of Charlotte or you think of Raleigh, because they're the two biggest cities within the state of North Carolina. Just like in any state, you think of New York, you think of New York City. You think of California, you think of, well, California has more major cities than New York, but California, the main places you think of in California is Los Angeles and San Francisco, San Diego, and then Oakland. So those are the main places. So it's like in Virginia, you either think about the areas that's connected to Washington, D.C., known as Fairfax County, Prince William County, Arlington County, and City of Alexandria, and what's the other one that are Loudoun County, and then when you think of state of Maryland, you think of Prince George's County, Montgomery County, Baltimore, and then Annapolis, and then there's everywhere else. So every state has that, but every now and then you find these pockets and whatnot that's you find these pockets of areas where there's a lot of great things happening. And Fayetteville, North Carolina is one of those places where there's a lot of economic moves being made within the African American community, and it has the most amount of black-owned businesses in the whole country. They've surpassed what used to be the number one place, Washington D.C. But the unfortunate thing that's been happening, gentrification has been going on in a big, big way in Washington D.C. for about 20 years now. So it's hard to have a business when you don't own the property, which that's why ownership is key. And I hope that the business owners in Fayetteville own the commercial real estate and not just leasing, because that's what happens when you lease and rent. A lot of times the leases and the rents can go up to where you can't afford to be there anymore. So just forewarning you. Same thing to my black business owners in Atlanta and anywhere else. If you're leasing, the chances are, that's why I give Tariq Nasheed credit. His goal is to own the real estate where he's going to put his new his own museum and whatnot, because he's like, I don't want some landlord telling me, he's like, he can lease any place in Los Angeles if he wanted to, but he's like, I don't want some landlord saying, okay, this is what you're paying this month, but then when we renew the lease, you want to quadruple the lease rates and whatnot. You're already set up and you got your customer base there. It's a great setup for failure, unfortunately, as a business model. Because then if you can't afford to be there anymore and you got to move, a lot of your customers might not be able to to get in contact with you anymore. That's just another thing to take into consideration. All right. But today we're talking about Fayetteville, North Carolina has the most black owned businesses in the country. This article came out as of February 17th of 2022. And I wanted to talk about it because, that's what it's like I said, it's not about, it's who you bank with and who you do business with, who you spend your money with has way more power than who you vote for. All right. That's just my personal opinion. I'll leave it at that. I respect everybody else's differences of opinion because, that's what makes the world go round. We don't need to always agree. But anyways, this article came out Black History Month, and it was obviously making the city of Fayetteville, North Carolina, making a positive name for itself, having the highest percentage of black-owned businesses out of any other city in the country. All right, of the United States of America. It showcased that 11.2% of businesses in Fayetteville are black owned. 11.2%. And while that number may not seem all that big, it's a huge step above the second highest city on the list, which is Washington, D.C., with 7.7% of black owned businesses. So I think that's a beautiful thing. And I just definitely wanted to highlight that, in a big, big, big way. All right. And Fayetteville, North Carolina has the highest percentage of black owned businesses among 50 metro areas, examined at the 11.2%. As the Linden Tree report stated, within the metro, black people make up 33% of the population, which is a good thing because having a high population of people means nothing. And means nothing if you don't have a high population of real estate owners and business owners. I don't even care if you got a bunch of freaking state officials and whatnot, elected officials. It means nothing if you don't own the businesses, you don't own the real estate. Dr. Claude Anderson's books, well, you look him up, he'll say the same freaking thing. Okay. And that goes to my folks that are in Baltimore and Prince George's County, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia. The ownership matters. Flossing is secondary. Ownership matters. That's my personal opinion. I'll leave it at that. All right. But, anyways, I digress. All right. And anyways, the metro percentage of black-owned businesses is closest to its parity with the percentage of black Americans in the United States at 12.8%. Among the most intriguing findings in the study is that black-owned businesses have a higher likelihood of being in the healthcare, social assistance, or transportation and warehousing industry. So makes healthcare. A lot of healthcare businesses have been created during the pandemic, especially from an independent standpoint. More clinics because of the need of because of obviously the hospitals having one of the hardest jobs in the world, and then being overbearing with so many freaking patients and whatnot. And so the healthcare business is in very good shape right now, no matter how you want to slice and dice it. Social assistance, from home healthcare aid businesses, a lot of people have been starting those. Transportation businesses have been quadrupling throughout the country with the intensified need for it because of the pandemic, and warehousing industries because we live in the age of Amazon, DoorDash. We live in the age of Grubhub, Uber Eats, needing these spaces and whatnot, the house materials, and to get them into the right places and whatnot is just going to become a growing thing. The article says compared to the national averages, black-owned businesses are more likely to be within the healthcare and social assistance and transportation, warehousing industries. These two industries represent 36% of black-owned businesses nationally. Only about 14.7% of businesses, regardless of race, are in one of those two industries. Very interesting. You know what I mean? I was like, to me, it's very, very interesting. And I've been noticing now, especially more and more within the last, like I said, 5 to 10 years, more and more African Americans have been getting into the trucking industry. My brother is in the trucking industry, self-employed contractor, and a lot of people are becoming more and more self-employed because they want to be the owner of their own destiny and not have a company do it for them. Now, the article says, although black people account for 12.8% of the U.S. total population, I think that number is skewed because heck, I don't even do the Census Bureau. I think we're at 15 to 16%, but that's just my personal opinion. Only 2.4% of businesses are black owned. The study said this shows that black owned businesses are underrepresented relative to the share of U.S. population. You're not going to agree with that statement more, and that's why I don't do politics because unless the politician is talking about how black Americans can get access to capital so that we can preserve real estate and preserve businesses, then we really don't have anything to talk about because in a capitalist society, money talks and everything else walks. All right. Study found that most of the studies with the lowest percentages of black owned businesses, unsurprisingly, are among the cities with the lowest percentage of black populations in general. The 10 metros with the lowest black populations of black owned businesses are all below. It says in the article. So Fayetteville, North Carolina is number one. Washington, D.C. is number two. Fayetteville has 33% black people. DC's 25% black people. Used to be much higher till gentrification. Okay, my dad's hometown. 30% black people, and black-owned businesses is at 6.7%. That's pretty cool. Atlanta is 35% black, and the black-owned businesses at 6.7%. I'm still surprised Atlanta's not up there. I thought Atlanta would be number three, but it is number three. It's kind of at the same pace with Richmond, Virginia, and whatnot. So Memphis, Tennessee's at black-owned businesses 6.6%, but the population of Memphis, Tennessee is actually bigger. I didn't realize that, 48%. Interesting. St. Louis, Missouri, black population is 18%, and black-owned businesses 6.0%. Okay. Augusta, Georgia, black population 36%, black-owned businesses 5.9%. Baltimore, Maryland, black population 30%, black-owned businesses 5.4%. Jackson, Mississippi, black population 31%, black-owned businesses 5.0%. Virginia Beach, black population 31%, black businesses 4.7%. And other cities to think of is Greensboro, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Greensville, South Carolina. So these are just things that I just want to talk about because ownership matters, representation is secondary. And I really can't put it any other way because we still have a generation of people that get very excited. I've already talked about Ketanji Brown Jackson. I'm not going to do it again. The days of, and I'm not talking about any political party. I don't care if you're left or right. I don't care what your beliefs are. But the days of symbolism and whatnot in regards to somebody in a high paid position, to me, doesn't mean anything anymore. That's great. We've been that route now. This is a new day. What matters to me is access to capital, home ownership, business ownership, healthy families. These are things that matter. I think these are things that matter to most people. And that's priority number one. Getting the high paid positions is priority number two, because it's easier to get a high paying job than it is for you to own a successful business. I think most people can agree with that. I think most reasonable people can agree with that. It's easier to have a high paying job than it is, because the onus of running that organization is not on you. The onus of you being a good employee and getting the job done is on you. But the onus of you running that organization, making sure payroll happens, make sure business taxes are paid, health insurance, 401k plans, things of that nature, hazardous insurance, just things that, it's like, it's a lot more work and it takes a lot more risk involved all at the same time. So I'm not discrediting anyone who's got elected, been appointed, anyone who has a nice high paying job. I'm not discrediting that whatsoever. What I am saying is what holds more power is the business owners and the homeowners and whatnot, because then they are able to utilize leverage more than anything else. Because you just ask my high paid employees out here who are doing their taxes and they don't really have any assets. They are paying Uncle Sam a significant amount of money every year when it comes to the taxes and whatnot, legally, because they're doing everything right, but because the tax man rewards business owners and risk takers, they don't really reward employees like that. They just take the money and then when tax season comes, oh, you owe this amount of money because you make too much money, but you don't have any risks involved. So these are just things to take into consideration. But a lot of love and respect for the city of Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I just wanted to throw that out there because these are places that you don't even think about. It's like only time I hear about Fayetteville, North Carolina is either because somebody's from there or because somebody was stationed there. So is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. But I know that this is a town that obviously has a strong population that's growing, and you see people that are making money moves down there, and you see because those businesses are successful, people are supporting them all at the same time. So nothing but love and respect on that one, and I just leave it at that. So just wanted to do that. If you are a stock investor, you're a crypto investor, if you want to open up an individual retirement account, don't forget, check out Stash, check out WEBULL, check out Coinbase, check out crypto.com, all that good stuff. Acorns. So sign up with them. Get an opportunity to make up to $900 worth of free stock, especially with WEBULL once you put the money in your account. And you get an opportunity with Acorns to, if you link your debit card, you spend $10, 50 cents, to round it up to $11, $12, and that extra money will get invested. So making moves in 2022, family. We're not just celebrating appointed victories and elected officials. That's the days of yesteryear. Making money moves, whether you're an investor or whether you're a business owner. That's what it's all about, and I appreciate appreciate everybody with the Cash App support and the PayPal support. Don't forget to check out the online store. And also, if you're a crypto investor like myself and want to join affiliate marketing organization on those 10 partners, don't forget to check them out. Link is in the description, and we'll be able to go from there. On that note, family, as I always say, make money moves, or you're gonna live bro like a fool. All right, and I'm out.